We got this 94 Honda Acty in here. Started out as a crank no start. We've gone through several different things in this truck. We started out with fueling issues. So we got diagnosing why the fuel pump wasn't working. The relay wouldn't turn on at all. We even had it out and bench tested the relay. Relay was bad. It wouldn't click or do nothing. So replaced the relay, and the pump itself was extremely weak. It would spit a little bit of gas, not very much at all was coming out in comparison to what the pump should be doing. So we replaced the pump and still wasn't getting fuel. So the next thing was pull the carburetor off and see what was happening inside the carburetor. And it was just full of corrosion. Most definitely one of the worst carburetors you could imagine with corrosion. I don't know if they run ethanol gas in it or if it just set up for a very long time with bad gas. Whatever the case was, it was bad. It was not in good shape. So obviously we did a full tear down on the carburetor, cleaned it up, and put a carb kit in it, put it back on the truck. And then we started having issues with intermittent power supplies to certain weird things. So we put a stereo and speakers in here for the customer, and sometimes the stereo wouldn't turn on. And then we noticed that the pump started not turning on intermittently. So we replaced the relay, replaced the pump. We know both of those are good. But now it's got a bad ignition switch, or it had a bad ignition switch, and the more we messed with it, actually the worse it's been getting. So you turn the ignition switch on right now, the stereo may or may not turn on. The fuel pump relay, it's getting to where it's rare that it gets power to turn on the pump. So once that ignition switch comes in, I'll get it switched out. Should be today or tomorrow. Should be here. But I think the relays or the fuel solenoids for the carburetor are working and turning on with the key switch still. So